Guys, I have come home to the saddest news. Daniel Levy steps down as Tottenham executive chairman. No. And do you know why this is sad news? Because as a rival fan, this man right here, this walking, talking egg man, this walking, talking egg yolk, he made Tottenham Hotspur the banter club. He made Tottenham Hotspur the most entertaining football club in the last 20 years. Forget about peak Man City, forget about peak Liverpool, forget about peak United, forget about Tiki Taka Barcelona, forget about the Champions League serial winners in Real Madrid. Forget about all of that. Forget about the fairy tale Premier League winning team in Leicester City. Tottenham Hotspur, led by by Daniel Levy, was the most entertaining. Was the most entertaining football club in the last 20 years, in terms of banter, in terms of clownery, if that's even a word. Just complete incompetence. For years, everyone was like, "It's supporting Tottenham Hotspur, a social experiment. Why would you put yourself into this torture? Why would you choose to support Tottenham Hotspur?" As a person around my age, obviously there's guys that were there before Daniel Levy when they were a bit better, but and I'm saying a bit better, putting it lightly, but you know what I mean. Like, even if you're a lower team or a mid-table team, you're not ban you're still not a banter club compared to Tottenham Hotspur. There's just too many calamities. And do you know why there was so many calamities? Because of this guy. This guy right here, Daniel Levy, the stingiest man I've ever met in my life. Crazy levels of stingy. I'm telling you right now, and I don't say this lightly, with if it wasn't for this guy being stingy on negotiations, fumbling deals, Tottenham Hotspur would have been a top club. I'm not gonna go far as and say that it will be a world class team, but they should have won way more trophies than they did. Should have won way more trophies. The players that they went for, I haven't researched them, but and can't remember off the top of my head, but I know over the years they were going for this player, that top player. They were just and they were a non-factor, mainly because this man was self-sabotaging. He sabotaged that team because his whole rhetoric was make money for the football club and save money at the same time. That's all he cared about. The players, the football club, they were just assets to him. The stadium rebuild wasn't there for the football team, wasn't there for the players. It was a front. It was a front to make money for Beyonce's tournaments. I mean, Beyonce concerts, concerts in general, for events to make money. That man only cared about money, only cared, and just negotiating wages. He was like apparently he's made Tottenham like the wage lowest wage structure in the league. Fans didn't like it. I felt sorry for Tottenham fans at some points because it was just getting silly. It was getting silly. And there's like a quote here from Kieran Maguire, who's a football finance expert. He described Tottenham Hotspur as the most profitable football club in Premier League history. Not even just Premier League now, in Premier League history, mainly because of the money their new stadium generated, even though they haven't even had it for that long. So that's crazy. And historically, having a lower wage structure and a degree of caution on transfer spending. They put that in quotation marks because you know what that means. They're basically just saying he's a stingy bastard. That's what they're saying in the nicest way possible, in the most professional way possible. But that brother, my God, it's like it's honestly Tottenham fans are celebrating like they taken out ISIS. They taken out you know what I mean? That's the level of suffering they've been through that they're celebrating right now. And apparently they've hired someone within the club. Don't know who it is, but I wouldn't even. I don't know how. As Tottenham fans, yeah, be excited, but don't get carried away, because at the end of the day, yeah, Daniel Levi's a stingy bastard and everything, but he did work under people. He wasn't the owner, so it meant it was all greenlit by the owners. It means that it might be the same thing. It might be this is the owners and the club's way ingrained in them. It's not just only Daniel Levi. Daniel Levi was just the guy who led it. He's the guy, like he was the operations guy. He's the one that run the thing and made sure that the Tottenham vision became reality. And he did that. But that's why I think whoever they hire, whoever they've gotten right now that's taken over, I don't think things will change, honestly. Maybe a little bit, maybe not as stingy, but their best interest is still to generate money. I'm sorry to say it, Tottenham fans. It's to generate money. The only upside is I think they'll take the football inside a bit more serious. They already did, slightly did in the summer transfer window after winning the Europa League trophy. They There's signs of them changing. So there is hope. It's just don't get carried away. Don't act like they're gonna be Man City or Liverpool as of recent in this transfer window, where they're just gonna spend money, spend money, spend money, and get players in, get recruit like crazy. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think they're gonna be more serious, like the way they were in the summer. It wasn't perfect. They fumbled the who did they fumble? The Eze deal, but they fixed up and then got Xavi Simons, which is a good sign. They got Kudus, but at the end of the day, the summer window wasn't perfect, but it showed signs that when they want to, they can be serious and they can get players in. They can attract players, even though they're a banter club overall. And hopefully that means for Tottenham fans that at least slightly they change their ways and they continue to what they've been doing in the summer. And bear in mind, this is when Daniel Levy was at the club. But at the end of the day, maybe he wanted to leave. Maybe he decided to leave, and this was like months back, and he was just like, "Screw it! I know I'm leaving. I know I'm gonna quit." This has probably happened behind the scenes because they've got his replacement straight away that quick. I think it was planned a long time ago, and they waited until the transfer window finished and let him do his final transfer window, and then he'll leave the club because the way they were moving it was so un Daniel Levy like. So I don't think Daniel Levy gave a crap. I think he was just like, screw it. This is my last transfer window. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go spend. I mean, that's a lie. Not spend, but he let the shackles off a little bit, but he was still a bit stingy. He was still a bit incompetent in negotiating, and he fumbled the Eze deal. So, as much as he changed it up a bit and was not as Daniel Levi as he was still Daniel Levi in some aspects, mainly because of the Eze deal, mainly because he fumbled that and just took too long with the deal. But yeah, this is crazy news out of nowhere. 24 years this brother's been. He's been here since 2001. Do you know how old I was when it was 2001? I was 3. Actually, let me check the date. March 2001. I was born March 99. So that's 2000. Oh, no, I was 2. I was 2 years old when he joined. That is crazy. And I'm 26 right now. Mad. Very crazy. And the fact that he stuck around this much and held this football club back for so long, my God. But he's actually successful. I think if what it looks like is this was their long-term goal, and he succeeded. He succeeded. Took him 24 years, but he's made a success. Fair play. At the end of the day, he's a businessman before he's a football man. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Crazy news. Like, subscribe, and peace.